We're rolling. Okay, so I just like got out of bed like 20 minutes ago, and I was honestly debating on whether or not I should film today for this channel or tomorrow. But it's October 1st, and I was like, there's so many things I want to do with them. Like I was like, I need to spend October 1st with them. So I have my breakfast here, I guess you can call it. This is breakfast. But I just have yogurt and granola again. I don't have any fruit today because I got flavored yogurt. And then I have my coffee here. I'm using this little bedside bed table thing. You'll see it on Witch Obsession if you guys follow that channel. But I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I got the strawberry Greek yogurt. Can't say I'm big of a fan of it. And the reason is because, or the reason is because I just like, I don't like the Greek yogurt that has flavor too much, especially from Chobani, because I feel like they mix things into it as, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, obviously, like, you mix things into it, but what happens is it kind of messes with the texture, and it's a little bit, it's not as thick as like the normal yogurt, the plain one. So, but this is all they had, and that's why I got it. I wasn't like trying to change up or nothing. But yeah, I don't know. I know some people like it, but I just think that for me, if I can avoid it, I will continue to avoid it. So, the main thing that I wanted to do with you guys is change up my calendar because it's still on September. I cross off one every morning, but I should do it at night, but I just like the morning part. And I really wanted to cross off the last day with you guys and mark up October. So here goes. And I wanted to set my October intentions with you guys. It's gone. So as you can see, I put planning here, and I wanted to, okay you guys, I think this is gonna be a really long video because I also wanted to spill some tea and gossip a little bit, and also tell you about some stories that have happened to me in the past. So buckle up. This one was blow up on YouTube. I did not blow up on YouTube, not yet. This one is practicing slayology. This one was Material Girl era. That was Material Girl era. May was Joker era. It was Joker era. And then April was That Heals Good. I don't think I put one for March, did I? Slay Time, all yours. Yeah, you can see I gotten a lot better about it. But for September, I put planning because I felt like this month, or last month, was all about planning for October, and kind of getting the logistics of the rest of the year and the vibes. And I'd say I was pretty correct on that. So yeah, now we're on October. And what I do for the calendar is I write a little thing. I don't know what October's is going to be. I think I'm just going to put it's time. It's time for what? I don't know, but it's just time. So I'm just going to put that. It's time. It's time. And then, of course, I'm going to write Material Girl. Because I'm a Material Girl, and it's time to be materialistic. And I took a picture of this on my iPad because I'm using my phone, so I can't get on Instagram. But I took a picture of the major transits and also the moon phases. This is like the most important one. I have to write all the moon phases. I feel like that'll take too long now that I think about it, but I don't want to make you sit through me just drawing on the calendar. Or maybe you do, because I feel like I really want to show you guys the end result. Wow, today the moon's in Taurus. Is it? Yeah, because the moon was in Aries. I don't know how the full moon in Aries one feel. Okay, this is like an awkward pose. Yeah, I'll just show you guys next time. Yeah. Um. So I don't even know where to start. Like, I feel like there's like a million things I want to talk to you guys about. So I guess I'll start with. Oh, so this morning, my roommate talked to me and she said she's offering me the washer and dryer. And so I'm gonna call my dad later on and see if I can buy it off of her, because, my dad's my financial support. And I have a really good feeling, you guys, like, I don't know, like, I've been praying. Okay, now I understand how I can go about this. I've been praying twice a day. I've been praying once in the morning and once at night. And I think I'm a little bit neurotic about it because at night I do not get in bed until I have prayed over it. Like, I lean over this and I pray, and then in the morning I sit right here where I am right now and I pray. And I'd say the way I go about prayer is a little bit ambiguous. I don't really refer to anything. I don't say like God or anything like that. But I just like, I told my friends about it. I told my friends how it made me feel. And I just like, at the like I'm not too sure, but like about the whole thing, like as I've mentioned, I'm still in the process of discovering this, but like I just feel like prayer is so harmless, and if anything, it has drastically improved my lifestyle because it brings like a sense of structure to my day. I love this. I don't know why it's doing that, but I freaking love it. I just feel like, anyways, I love it because I feel like it brings something to look forward to, because I really like that. Like, so what I do is I start out with what I'm grateful for and what I'm happy about, and it feels really good to feel like I'm like someone's listening to me on those things, you know what I'm saying? And it feels so amazing to talk about what I'm grateful for, ask for things, because I feel like for me affirmations don't really work, and I feel like affirmations are like the new age of praying. Not to like compare those two things like that, but like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's like a further adaptation of that. I should have gotten a napkin. But the reason that I really struggle with affirmations is because I can tell myself in the mirror 100 times that I am beautiful. By the end, I will still not feel beautiful. Like, I just like, I can't do that. I don't know why. And so I feel like for me, prayer, the act of asking for things and the act of, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, because I wouldn't say like I'm like talking to whoever it is that I'm trying to talk to or whatever it is, be like, can you like make sure that I feel beautiful? It's not like that. But I feel like prayer inadvertently makes me feel beautiful because I'm asking for all of these things and saying what I'm grateful for, and that just naturally like raises my vibration and it makes me feel beautiful. Like, it's like a side effect. And also, I just feel really grateful for my roommate in so many ways outside of the washer and dryer, because she's really taught me a lot about being more assertive, expressing anger, and just things like that. Because the other day, this really stuck with me. Oh my god, my allergies have been kicking in. I was gonna go to the store and then film, but I was like, no, I want to talk to them now. And also, because like when I get back from the store, I look crazy. I don't look clean like this. But I need to get like Zyrtex or something. But yeah, she's taught me a lot about being more assertive. And like the other day, she's was like saying like it doesn't hurt to ask, and she was like being passive aggressive about it. Because I was like, oh, I wasn't sure, and she was like, asking really helps, and I was like, but then I was like, she's right. And I feel like that is going to be a major theme in October for me, is asking. It doesn't matter what I'm asking for, but just asking. And because I feel like when you ask, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're asking, then you must think in some way, shape, or form that you are worthy of it, you know? Even if you aren't, it's just like there's like a little, even like grain of salt part of you that's like, I am worthy of that, you know? And I just feel like by asking constantly, it's one of those things where I'm training myself to believe like I'm worthy of it, you know? But yeah, that's one thing. And I don't know, you guys, like, I just feel like, because I was like telling myself about it this morning, I was like, even if this washer and dryer situation doesn't work out, I feel grateful that I will still have a means to wash my clothes. I can just go to a laundromat. Do I want to go? Absolutely not. They're scary, they're dangerous, they're gross, but you got to do what you got to do. I went to the laundromat a little bit before, like when I first moved in, I had to go to the laundromat. Hated it. But hey, also, like, I have this little anecdote for you guys. So when I was going to the laundromat, there's this day where this girl came up to me and she was talking to me, and she was really going through it. And she was telling me she was living out of a hotel because she had just got kicked out, and she was with this guy, and like she gave me a pair of socks and I still have them. Actually, let me go get them. I'm gonna show you to them. They're literally just right across the room. I don't know, I seen them the other day and it really reminded me of her. But here they are. She gave me them as like to remember me because we had a conversation. She was like, "You're such a beautiful soul and like just keep doing what you're doing and I love you." And I told her the same thing, and like I hope you guys will set the intention with me that I hope she's doing really well right now, and I hope it all got figured out, which it probably did, but I don't know, like I just feel so much love when I see these socks now, and I just like we didn't know each other at all, but something about her and some like we were very different people, and like I don't know, like I just felt like for the first time somebody that may not agree with everything that I stand for, and somebody that stands for some everything that I may not stand for. Like we just came to like this mutual agreement that we are just trying to make it and feel good and be happy and make it, you know, like just like do what's best for the collective. I don't know, you guys. I wanted to tell you guys about that because I seen it the other day and I was like, you know. But aside from that, I also hung out with my friends yesterday, or my friend, just one friend. But it was kind of, this is kind of like where the tea begins, because she was all like, her other friend kept calling her and like guilt tripping her and like stuff like that to make her like go out, even though she really didn't want to, you know, like there was just a bunch of things that I don't want to like go through the details of a fine-tooth comb because ultimately it isn't my business to spill at all. But you know, like I still like wanted to talk about it with you guys because I tell you guys everything, and I feel like this whole situation really inadvertently impacted my emotions and my like how I'm regulated, because I saw a lot of myself in the situation in regards to both her and her friend group. But her friends, or like this one person, was like, "Why do you hate us?" and stuff like that, obviously like in a teasing way, but it's still very manipulative in my eyes. And she was like, you know, like we're going to this event next week, and they were like, so you can spend money on that but you can't spend money at this place, you know, like just really like making her feel bad. It's just very jealous. I don't know, you guys. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that that friend group really reminds me of this one friend group that was in high school, and it was just like I, I don't care. This friend group, both are very unwelcoming, extremely unwelcoming. I don't like groups of friends that like they're saving grace, and like the main theme of the friend group is that they've just been friends for a really long time, you know? Nothing about what they have in common, nothing about that. It's just the sheer fact that they have stuck together no matter what, you know. And it's just like my friend group, like the Discord, we are not like that. Literally, if someone wants to join the Discord, like we will invite you and we will talk to you and want to get to know you. We love people. We're all humanitarians, you know. I just don't believe in gatekeeping a friend group like that, because it's just like you could be missing out on an amazing new addition to the group, and you could also be missing out on cutting someone really toxic out of the group, you know? I just like it really triggered me because it reminded me of my high school experiences of wanting to fit in, wanting to group in, and doing things and acting out a character to fit in. And it's like when I first met these people, I was like, dude, like I don't know if I'm just being awkward or if I'm just crazy, but like I legitimately just don't want to be anywhere near them, you know, and not like in a rude way, but it's just like in a sense that like I don't feel like I'm wanted or needed here. And as a result, I'm just kind of like, hey, yo, like, I seriously don't want to fit in with these people. But like last night, I kind of felt it, you know, I kind of felt that feeling of wanting to fit in. But I'd say it was more because I thought like it would be fun to network and stuff. But genuinely, I'd rather be alone than network with people that clearly don't want me a part of something. But yeah, it was just like, it feels very toxic, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna sip my coffee. It's like melting. I don't mind when my coffee gets watered down. I don't know about you guys. Anyways, but yeah, like I really don't like the way that they treat her sometimes, or like it just really irritates me because listen, I love my friends. And you wouldn't catch me dead trying to manipulate my friends or force them to go out somewhere when they clearly don't want to go, you know? It's not like she was being passive about it. Like she literally was expressing that she does not want to go. But it's ultimately it's none of my business, because like none of my business now I'm like telling people online. But you know, like it's none of my business. It's not, and what I mean by that is it's not my business to intervene in, you know, especially because like these are not my friends and stuff like that. I know that I'll be there for her if something happens. I'll stick out, you know, I'll wait for her, you know. That like wait for her. Like what I mean by that is like what if they like try to like distance her from me and stuff like that. I know I love her, and I know that I will be patient with her no matter what. If she decides to not be friends with me, like that is like worst case scenario. I don't think that'll happen because like we're just like really close. But like, you know, if it does, like I respect everything that she does. But yeah, I don't know. I just like I hope they stop treating her like that, because I don't wish that the friend group breaks up. I just wish that they are a little bit more cohesive, and that they aren't so unwelcoming towards people, and that they are better to the people in the group. But yeah. And it just like reminded me of this one friend I used to have. You guys, this is some boiling hot tea. Y'all don't even know. Let me eat some more real quick before I. Before we get into the tea though, there's this comment. It was from Edel. I never know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. But she was saying that like, or they were saying like, please call me your pronouns down below, because I don't like to. Anyways, they were all saying that you probably feel a lot more energetic because less sugar, more protein and stuff like that, or like, you know, like just less sugar and stuff like that. That was what I mainly remembered. And I've been thinking about it because like as you can tell, like my skin's gotten a lot better. It's not perfect by any means, but it's gotten way better. And I've also noticed that like my better days have really been sponsored by the breakfast I've been eating. Like this yogurt, it's really been changing my days because like, you know, it's giving me a bunch of protein in the morning. So I have more. Sorry, my friend just texted me. But I have more energy for the day, and I love it. Other than that, anyways, let's get into the tea. So I used to have this one friend. We'll call her Tracy. That is nowhere near her name, but like for the sake of the fluidity of the storytelling. Sorry, I just like, okay. So we met in sophomore year of high school. I'm 20 years old now, and sophomore year was 2018 through like 2019. Best year of my life, by the way. But she was part of this group of friends, and they just like, it was the same vibe, you know, extremely unwelcoming, very cliquey, very much like that one group of friends that everyone wanted to be a part of. And it was just it just like wasn't a vibe. But, and like, she, like, what did I call it? Tracy? She would just like, we were good friends for a while. And then I'd say around like senior year through maybe like late junior years through senior year, especially senior year, like we became like really good friends. Like we started becoming like really close and stuff. She was a Leo. But I'd say that we had one huge falling out because something just like covered up, but because I forgot what it was, but she just started gaslighting me. And like I was telling her how I felt and stuff like that. And I remember at some point I literally told her, I was like, you made me feel like everything is my fault. I'm done talking. I don't want to be friends anymore. So that was that. But then one day she came back, and mistake, she was such a narcissist. But I don't really remember too much, and I don't want to misconstrue too many details. But basically, the relationship, there's just like I've had another friendship like this before where they just like don't pay attention to me. Like, I had this other friend that I dropped. She was the one that introduced me to tarot and all. Like, I'm very grateful for her, like, and what she has taught me in this life. And, you know, I really do feel like she was the one that kicked off my journey on self growth and things like that. But I just remember like she was just like not like, whenever I was there for her, I was there for her. But when I needed her, like she just like wasn't there, you know? Like, I don't know. But the main thing that like, okay, so here's why I dropped Tracy. This was about a few months ago. Our friendship really took a toll when I moved to California, obviously. So I feel like all my friendships have, except like one. But I remember one day, I think I already told you guys this story. If not, then here. But if yes, I'm telling it again for the newbies, if there are newbies, which if you're new, hey. But I remember one day I slid up on her Snap story, and I was like, excuse me, sorry. I was like, do you want to do tarot tea time? Because she could read tarot too, a little bit. And so like I would ask her for readings, I would give her readings and stuff like that. And she just like, you know, and I was like, oh, can we have tarot tea time? And she's like, yeah, sure. And then like she strung me along for like a month and a half, where I kept texting her like periodically. I was like, hey, when are we doing it? Because, you know, I'm the kind of person where it's like, unless you told me no, I'm still under the impression that you're still trying to do it, you know? So I'm like, oh, maybe she forgot. I'll just remind her. And then like she never did. And then one morning she calls me and wakes me up, and it's like asking me for money. And I'm like, what the, you know? And like it really, I think it really hurt me because like she knew that I would give her the money. I didn't give her the money because I couldn't. Thank goodness I couldn't. But it like afterwards it really hurt me, especially because it's like I'm living in California and y'all know my financial situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know I'm out here like scraping, like I'm doing my best, okay? Like, sure, like I'm still living lavishly and I'm still living a very privileged lifestyle, but that doesn't mean that I just have money to throw away like that, you know? And it's just like more often than not, like I'm sure y'all know what I mean, but like I feel like when you let people borrow money, they just never give it back to you. Or it's just like, you know, it's just one of those things. Like like I think that there are times where people will pay you back, but this is one of those circumstances where like you just feel that they're not going to pay you back. It wasn't a lot of money by any means. I think it was like literally like $30. But the fact that she still asked me for money when that's like, what, half a tank of gas, I don't know. it just like it really hurt me, on top of the fact that like we hadn't really been talking for a while. I've just had this theme of friends doing that to me. I remember there was this other friend, and like I think we're still friends honestly, but like I just haven't been talking to her. But we hadn't talked for a while either, and I was like telling her, I was like, hey, like, are you okay? And she wouldn't respond. And then one day she just texted me, she was like, Justin, like, I need a tarot reading and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, but like, we, now you need me. And she was like, or I said, oh, is that all I'm good for? And she was like, no, it's just like I'm like, and we haven't talked in a while. And I was like, but it took needing me to realize that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took needing me to realize that we haven't talked in a while. I was like, that's messed up. I embarrassed her. I was like, so it took needing me to realize that. And she was like, no, it's not like that. I was like, kind of is, or stuff like something like that. And she was like, oh, LMAO. And then she was like, thank you for your time. I said, you're welcome. Because it's just like, I'm just like tired of people doing that, you know? Like, don't come up to me just because you need something. And like, I just been reflecting on a lot of these relationships, because I'm like, dude, they brought nothing to the table for me. I think my roommate's home. Yeah. But, you know, it was just one of those things where it's like, you bring nothing to the table for me. And it's not that I expect you to, but it's the fact that I bring so much to the table for you. And like, you can't even like, you know what I'm saying? And it just like, it really had me messed up. And I was like, girl, bye. But I don't know, y'all. Like, that just like really irritates me. I just truly believe that people here are kind of the same. Like, you think that California, the culture here is a little bit different than Kentucky, but in terms of people, it's just more glamorous. Like, people in California, I feel like sometimes only want to know you because of what you can bring to the table and what you can do for them. They're very opportunist. And like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, I just feel like these people, as a result of them being so opportunist, they tend to cheapen connection and what it's actually like, you know? And it's just like, I don't mind that, because I'm like, girl, stay away from it. I don't like you anyways. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I had more to talk about. There's something else that I wanted to talk about, but I can't quite remember what it is. Oh, so like, I'll get to it in a second, but I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, I don't like people that make me feel like that, and I just feel like I'm better off alone than with these people that are constantly leeching off of me, taking my money, taking my stuff, freeloading, and it's just like, you're literally like a burglar. You're a thief. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm only 20 and I've learned a lot of valuable lessons about what connections and what friendship should look like for me. And I hate when I get online, or like when I get on like TikTok and stuff, and they're like, you're not a true friend if this is, you know, or like, this is what true friendship looks like, or this. And I'm like, I'm not like you. Okay, stop telling me what friendship should look like, because you have no idea. Like, maybe you know what works best for you, but for me personally, like, that ain't not. No. But yeah. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the astrology of October. By no means am I an astrologer, but what I'm trying to say here is that we have a lot of Pluto things coming up in October. The main thing is that Pluto goes direct on the 10th, and we have some just like Pluto aspects. I don't know. I'm like looking at the thing, but can't see anything. I see everything, but I can't see anything. Anyways, only reason I know this is because I watched, there's this channel on YouTube, her name is Beyond the Veil Astrology, something like that. Beyond the Veil and Tarot Astrology, something like that. And she does horoscopes. I love her horoscopes. They are so accurate. They're so real. She's very blunt and I like it. But she was talking about all these Plutonian themes coming up in October, obviously because Scorpio season starts. But originally I was a little bit scared about it, because we also have some things going on Taurus, the lunar eclipse. I'm tired of the eclipses, y'all. I'm tired of the eclipses being in Scorpio, Taurus, whatever it may be. I'm a Scorpio Sun Taurus moon. Can y'all imagine how it has been for me? And oh, I'm so tired of it. But I know it's only the lunar eclipse. It's not the solar eclipse. That one's in Libra, I think. Is it? Yeah, solar eclipse in Libra and then lunar eclipse in Taurus. I'm done. I'm done with the, like, after this month, I'm done with the eclipses. Like, it's y'all's turn now. But I just, like, I'm nervous because every time there is major things dealing with the moon, Taurus, anything like that, I already know it has to do with my mom, okay? So here's what I have theorized for October. I don't think that this is going to happen exactly, but something like this. I feel like my dad and I are about to be really close in October because I want to start calling him more often. Because I called him the other day just to have like a little conversation and he wasn't drunk. And I was like, oh my gosh, when my dad's sober, he's literally my best friend in the entire world. I love talking to my dad when he's sober. He's just such an interesting person. And he's so like, his humor is so dry and he's very sarcastic. I love it so much. I love my dad so much, you guys. Like his personality is just too good and I love being around him. But like when he's drunk, he's literally my worst nightmare and I feel so dead on the inside when I'm talking to him. So I was like, oh my god, I need to get that golden time. Like if I call him around like 3 or 4, that's like right before he starts drinking. You call him after 4, he's already picked up the soju and he is game over, y'all. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie though, y'all, if I want money from my dad, I should ask him when he's drunk. Because he's more honest with me. But anyways, so what I think is gonna happen this month is I feel like my dad and mom are going to get into something. I feel like they're going to deal with conflict, especially with this whole thing with Libra, with this solar eclipse in Libra. I definitely feel like they're going to deal with something. It's none of my business, and like I am to be kept out of it because it is not my marriage. But yeah, I feel like my mom's going to take things out on me, or I feel like our relationship is going to change a lot next month or this month, and I feel like my dad's relationship, like my relationship with my dad will get so much better throughout this month. But then I feel like my mom, like, and then I feel like my mom, like, turning up on me will, like, inspire my dad to, like, you know, get even closer to me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know much to say about it. I just know that when Pluto does things, it really impacts me. I'm so excited for Pluto to go direct because it's been retrograding in my second house of finances, and I'm sure we can all tell what that looks like. Yeah. But yeah. Whew. Whew. I don't know. Um. Also, I'm excited because spooky season, and also I feel like one of my videos on Witch Obsession is gonna do really well this month because I've just like this new setup that I had going in the last video. I posted the October 2023 predictions, which if you haven't seen it, by the way, I'd really appreciate it if you checked it out. You know, like if you interacted with it and stuff like that. You don't have to, but you know, like maybe you want to. I don't know. But anyways, and I feel really inspired. I'm going to do a singles love reading for this week because someone commented it and I was like, that actually sounds kind of fun. Let me do that. But anyways, I'm like really excited about that. I just like, I feel really inspired about my YouTube channel right now because of this whole setup I have going. So as you guys know, I have like this little bedside thing. And when I was first really getting into collecting tarot decks and like, this was the thing. I literally, so what I would do is watch cartoons with my friend on the phone, my best friend in the whole world. Literally my best friend in the whole world. I love her so much. I seriously, oh, and like, oh, I just love her so much, you guys. Like it, sometimes it like irritates me because I'm like, why? Like, I just like, I don't know. I would like do anything for her, you guys. But she just, we were watching this K-drama called Hello My 20s. And I remember it was when I got the Lovely Omens tarot. And I would just like film a TikTok and then I would watch that with her. And then I'd mess up the tarot cards on my little table thing. And it was just such a vibe, dude. I also want to get like you know those like lamps, and it's like it's like a shelf, but then the top part is a lamp. Let me just Google it. Let me not even. One of these things. Do you understand? Yeah, I want to get one of these things for my room, and I want to put it like right between my nightstand and my tarot shelf. And I just feel like it would look super cute, and I could put things on display for it. Like I could put like display things on it, and it would also just be more storage. I don't know yet. I also want to get a new rug because I'm starting to not like this like white rug I have. It's like really gross and like dirty, and I just don't like maintaining it. And I want a new rug that covers more space and like makes the room feel cozier. And also, I can get rid of this box now because it's the box that I used to like originally film, but now I don't need it, so I'm just gonna move it back into like one of the storage closets in the house, and then maybe move my laundry baskets if I can help it. If not, it's not that big of a deal. But you know, I'm really excited because I feel like I can really clear out my room, make it cleaner and make it cute, make it a vibe again. And you know, like my roommate said that she'll also give me the fridge, so like the big fridge. You guys, can y'all believe that like the minute I buy a mini fridge, like the opportunity to get like a full size cheap fridge pops up? Can y'all believe that? I mean, I'm not like complaining, or I am complaining, but like I'm not too mad about it because like I'm still grateful for the mini fridge. I think that I will have use for it someday, but that just like really irritated me. I was like, whatever, girl. But yeah, aside from that, like I'm just like really excited to like clean up my room and make it a vibe and like make some space in it. But yeah, I'm also just like, I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. No, oh my gosh, you guys. I have I'm so excited to tell you about this. It's this is the real tea. This is the I'm so glad I remembered. You guys, buckle up. Let me just and don't even be like you just said like that was the TT, but like no. So don't tell anybody, but so I have this one friend, and um I have a nickname for him. His like I don't call him by his government name. I call him like this one word because that was like his gamer tag on Xbox because I met him through Xbox. And we've been friends for a really long time. We played Garden Warfare together. I met him in like 6th or 7th grade. Like around that time is when I met him. And in fact, I think it could have even been 5th grade. No, I think it was 6th grade. I think I met him in 6th grade. But when I talk, okay, here's the thing, you guys. So we've been friends for a while, and he's a Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon, Capricorn Rising, which is super ironic because my bestest friend in the whole world, the one I'm always gushing about, she's a Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon. Love her, and she's a Virgo Rising. I don't know, like I love the earthy people. I just they give me that sense of that unrequited love. Like I know they love me, but like it doesn't feel like it sometimes, even though I know, and like it just feels like familiar to me. Is that healthy? I don't know, but that it's worked. But so basically, we have been friends for a really long time now, and he was all like, he's always given me like those bi-curious vibes. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't like we've talked about like more like sexual themes and things like that. Like self pleasure and stuff, and he was like talking to me about these things for a while, and then he started telling me that like I'd say like maybe like a few months prior to for me moving to California, he would start telling me that he has been entertaining guys, saying like if they asked for photos, like he would send them and stuff like that. And then like like when I moved to California, he started really telling me that he was starting to like talk to guys like that. And then the other night he texted me, and mind you, it's been like forever since we've texted. He was all telling me that like he wanted like, or like he was like, I have news that I feel like you would like to hear. And he was all telling me that like basically he had been fooling around with guys, you know, and that he had done things with guys. They hadn't done the deed yet, but he had been messing with guys. Do you get what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, I was happy for him because ultimately, like, you know, like you're learning yourself, you're understanding yourself at a more intimate level. But then he was all telling me like, and the conversation always goes this way when I'm talking to him, you know, like the conversation always goes this way. He starts like asking me for photos, and like, I'm sorry guys, but like I'm just like not the kind of person to send photos of like my body. Like I just don't like it. Like, yeah, I've tried it before. Like I'm young, but I don't know, it's just not my thing. And he like was starting to ask me for that, and he was telling me about it. And then like I gave him a shirtless pic because I was okay with that, because you know it's just a shirtless pic. I was like, whatever. And he was like, he commented on my body. He was like telling me that I have really nice hips, and then he was all like, I'd hit that. And like I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was like confusion. I was shocked. I was, you know, like I don't know, like it, but okay. So here's how I feel. I It's a little bit frustrating. Like I don't mind helping him explore and stuff like that, but I feel like exploring your sexuality is just one of those things that you kind of have to do on your own, as opposed to having somebody, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, but basically what I'm trying to say here is that like, you know, the other night we were talking a lot, and it was just low key because he was like in that mood, you know, and then like we haven't really been talking again, you know, and it's kind of frustrating because it kind of reinforces that, excuse me, the theme that I've been dealing with of like, excuse me again, men just wanting like rated R things with me, you know? And it's very frustrating because like he's just a friend and he still wants that from me. Like what the, and it's just, it's very annoying. It's not my vibe. And I just don't think I want to continue talking to him anymore. I don't even know if I want to continue being his friend if that's how he wants to be, you know? And it's just, I don't know, the guys, like, call me crazy, but like sometimes it feels like he doesn't, like, it's not just sexual curiosity and feelings. Sometimes I genuinely feel like he has romantic feelings for me or something like that. Like I don't know. But it's clear that he told me that he's been going through a lot of things, and that just like when you're somebody that's always like in the mood to, you know, like get down, and like you're going through a lot, like that's just like a red flag to me, because it's just like that's no different than like shopping to cope. That's no different than like being self-destructive. That's no different than, you know, like coping through like drinking or smoking and things like that. And like, not to say that those things are bad, but more so that like the limits can become more unclear. And I feel like he just like is coping a lot through like rated R things, and like I feel like I am getting dragged into that, or I felt like I got dragged into that, and I just like don't like it, you know. And I just like I don't want to deal with that. I'm not a sexual object. I'm not like, I'm sorry, like it's just not my job to teach people about themselves and their sexuality. Like I'm not interested in that. It hurts me. But yeah, and I don't know, like it's just like it was a very strange conversation, you know, like it was a lot stranger than before. Um it was very weird. It was just very weird, you guys. And also I seen my neighbor yesterday. I was like, anyways, I don't really know how my neighbor feels about me. He's cool, but like the way he like looks at me every time he sees me, like he like stares at me, you know. It's like not like normal people looking. It's not like, oh, you know, it'll be like, you know. And I was watching this video, and this girl, she was like, don't mind when people stare, because it's like catching an angel in the flesh. And I don't mean to hype myself up, you guys, but I feel like I'm very beautiful, you know. Like you guys haven't really seen how I dress, but like I genuinely feel like I'm like a very like pretty, like I feel like I'm very pretty. You don't have to agree with that. Like I personally feel that way. So, and I just feel like when people stare at me now, I'm like, it's like seeing an angel in the flesh, you know. Anyways, that's like my point with this guy. Like I don't know. And then, you guys, I also this is like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I have to tell you guys, I can't lie to you. So when I went to my friend's house yesterday, so tell me why I'm like, her brother was like oh my god. So like basically we was all like, he like, I've shown no interest of wanting to talk to him or be his friend or anything, okay? Like when he says hi to me, I'll just say hi, and then that's that, you know. Like there's nothing else. Our interactions have always been very brief, very cut, and very detached, meaningless even. But yesterday, he was all trying to like tell me stuff and like, you know, like talk to me and things like that. And he like went out of his way to say hello to me. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't mean to be delusional about it, but like, I know when my intuition is trying to tell me something, and I know when there is something brewing, because I also got this reading on Keen, as y'all know. I think I already told you, but they was like, I don't think I told you guys this, but like this, my advisor is all telling me like, I asked my advisor about him, and they told me that he feels broken, or like he feels like he can be very sharp with his tongue. I don't know what exactly it is about this connection. I'm not gonna say like he's in love with me or something like that, but there is definitely something about this connection that is very significant, and there's definitely something about it that's like up on his side. I don't know what it is, because like I don't know, but like I don't mean to be crazy about it, but I know, okay? Like I swear on, like, I don't know what I'm gonna put on it. I'm gonna put a $50 gift card at Target on it, okay, y'all? I ain't gonna give no one a $50 Target gift card if I'm wrong, but I'm just saying, like, that's how serious I am, you know? I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. Every time something like this happens, I'm like, oh, you're just crazy. And then something happens. I'm like, I swear, like, I know something is up, okay? Every single time this is, like, I've gotten this feeling about somebody, something always goes down with or without me involved, you know? It's like, it doesn't have to involve me, but I know something is up with him, okay? I know it, okay? I'm betting it here and now, okay? I'm, like, we promising it, okay? Like, I'm saying something is up. But anyways, that's all the tea that I have. I didn't even want to tell y'all about that, but like I just like I have to tell you guys. But I'm kind of glad I'm doing it at the end of this video, because like if someone that I know finds this video, then they'll have to watch the whole thing, get that watch time up. But you know. Anyways, I think that's all I have for you guys. I just want to set my intentions with you guys one more time, because it is time. It's time to thrive, be material girl, move on, heal. No more high gas prices, because Pluto's going direct. Saying it here now. Um, keep me in your prayers. I'll keep you guys in my prayers. I'll start integrating you guys into my prayers. If you'd be okay with that, if you don't want that, absolutely just comment down below. But I just love you guys so much, and I would always pray for you guys, and I would always set my intentions for you guys to have a good life, because you guys seriously make me so happy. Like, I love checking this account, reading your guys' comments, reading your guys' texts. Sometimes you guys, like, one of you like has messaged me before, and like I said, I'm sorry I don't respond all the time, but like just know that I do read them, and I do acknowledge your existence, and I do love you. You make me so happy. I just also wanted to say thank you for the support. I'm not going to mention your guys' names, but you know who you are. Like, you've been buying readings from me, you've always been commenting, y'all know exactly who y'all are. And I just want to say, like, once again, like, I love you, I'm grateful for you. And by the way, like, I sold some readings this week, and like I didn't want to like mention this to anybody, because I don't want it to come off as like I'm trying to like get like attention or something. But I made a few sales on Etsy this week, and I got like maybe like $20-30, and I used it to buy some gift for my friends. So, and thank you for that. It really made me happy seeing them happy. I love you guys. I don't know, like, you guys, I could go on about another 30 minutes about how much I love you guys and how much I appreciate you. I love this little space that we've created together, even if it's just like a handful of us, maybe it's only like 3 of us, but like it genuinely feels like we are helping each other. It feels like, you know, I don't know. I know that you guys are also much older than me, so I don't know how much I offer to you guys, but like, you know, like I could try. But yeah, I love you so much. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.